Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is 2:31 p.m. Thursday, February the 1st, 2024, the year of our Lord. I'm sitting in the living room right now at my house. I haven't been to work in the past 2 days. I'm out sick. I tested positive with COVID yesterday. Started feeling bad Tuesday night, and my wife told me it's possible that I have COVID because it was going around again. And she said a lot of people at the school that she works at are out, and a lot of the students are out with it too. So I went ahead and got tested, and which was very unpleasant, the testing procedure. And sure enough, I got an immediate positive, and I am out of work till Monday. I can't go back to work till Monday. I did, however, have 3 quotes this week. I had one Sunday that I did not get. The guy didn't say anything out of the way, but I could kind of read his tone through the text message that he sent me. And he thought my price was a little outrageous. I don't know if he's from this area or not, but I guess he didn't think lawn care was expensive as it is. And I had 2 lined up for today. One of them I did. The customer wasn't home, so we just communicated back and forth through text. And the other one, we just communicated on the phone while I walked the property and checked the square footage on my CRM and everything. And I let everybody know that I had COVID and I didn't want them around me. I didn't want to pass it on to anybody. So they stayed inside while I walked around the property. And I didn't get that one because they wanted weed control and fertilization done too. And they're trying to find somebody that does all of it in the same go. That way they could just bill one person or pay one person to do it all. And I went ahead and gave them a quote anyway, just in case they can't find somebody. There's not many people around here that do it. And the ones that do it, I don't like talking bad about people, but they're not the best quality in the world. And on either side of it, the treatment side or the maintenance side. And it's almost like they have their hands in too many things at one time, and they can't get good at one or the other. But so I didn't get that one, but I went ahead and gave them a quote in case they didn't find anybody that they were happy with. And but the other one I did get, and it's actually a high-end piece of property, and it's not going to take me too long to do it, but I'm going to make some really good money doing it, and it's going to be some year-round income for me, and I'm going to start that on February the 16th. But guys, I ain't gonna lie, this COVID is whooping my tail, man. It really is. I've been sick with a lot of different things over the years. You know, I've had bronchitis, pneumonia, the flu, cold, scarlet fever, food poisoning, you name it. I've had all kinds of different illnesses, and some of it's rough, some of it's not. But I'm gonna tell you right now, as far as just hurting like hell, non-stop, this COVID is killing me. I'm not sickly, you know, I don't feel like I'm a puke or anything like that. Yesterday I felt real bad. I felt like I had needles poking me in the back of my eyeballs, and I had real bad sinus pressure. And my head felt like it was splitting in half. And I did feel sick yesterday. I felt very dizzy yesterday for about the first half of the day, and ran a fever most of the day, and a high fever too, man. When that thing broke, it was almost, I mean, I was laying on the couch when it broke, and it was like I peed in the bed or something, man. I was soaking wet from head to toe when that fever finally broke. But I had a slight fever this morning. I took Motrin and it broke, and we'll see what happens when the Motrin wears off. But either way, I can't go back to work at my full-time job till Monday. And I'm just trying to stay away from people. You know, everybody in the house is sick, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm trying not to be out in public or anything. I just COVID or not, man, I don't like being the cause of other people getting sick. So, yeah, I'm not trying to spread any illness around. And I'm not one of those guys that looks at COVID as a death sentence. I know a lot of people do. And, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I know a lot of people got their reasons for things, and I respect everybody's opinions. And but the one thing that does suck is when I do go back to work, I've got to wear a mask for 5 days, and I don't see that happening because, for one, I'm not going out paying for masks, and for two, I'm by myself for the most part, and I'll just keep my distance from people whenever I have to. But yeah, I'm not gonna wear no mask. But anyway. It's February, guys. Got one more month until things kick off here in my area anyway. And I know I normally fire everything back up the first 2 weeks in March. And we'll be rocking and rolling from there. You got some that would rather wait till April, but for the most part, most of my customers want everything to start up around March. And I push for it too. But I'm excited. Yet dreading it. I feel like this winter flew by. And, especially a guy like me where I'm working a full-time job and doing lawn care on the side for now. I didn't really get to enjoy much of my late fall and winter. And, but that's all going to change here pretty soon, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also dreading it. But, I'm still planning on going full-time April 1st. And be honest with you, I feel really good about it, especially since I've had 3 people call me this week, and 3 people called me in January, the end of January of all things, and that just lets me know that people are thinking ahead, getting ready for warmer weather, and some people want me to start up in February. So, yeah. It pays to have multiple tools in your tool belt, guys. Be able to do more than one thing. Get good at one thing, maybe 2, but have other options in your belt as well that you can make money on during the slow seasons. That way you can offer out year-round packages. And that will transform your business. I promise you it will. But sent all my invoices out today for the month. I got some people that are still at work right now. Haven't seen it yet, but for the most part, everybody's paid up. And so that's a good thing. And I really wanted to hop on here and talk about 2 different things, man. One of them is confidence, and one of them is just the ability to do a good job, I guess you could say. But we're going to start with confidence. I want you guys to think about that for a second. Confidence goes well in a lot of different things. And especially when you're in business, you need to have confidence in your pricing. You need to have confidence that you can do a good job at whatever it is, whatever service you're providing. If you have employees, you need to be confident that your employees can do a good job. And also, you just, when you have confidence in your pricing and knowing your worth and things like that, you kind of have leverage over your customers. You come in, you get out the truck, do a walk around, pull out your CRM, check out the square footage, all that good stuff, and you charge these customers whatever your hourly rate is, drop them a quote. If you know something's going to take you 45 minutes to do, you charge them for 45 minutes of work. If you know that whatever you have in front of you is not going to cover the minimum charge, you feel confident about your minimum charge, and that allows you to kind of have like a little swagger when it comes to your customer. You you can give them a reason of why, or you can just tell them what your pay is with, or what your charge is, and you're confident about that. That way, when they fire back at you, all you gotta do is turn around and walk away, you know, and just know that you're gonna get turned down sometimes, but it is what it is. But the thing about confidence is, man, and I was guilty of it too, especially in my first year doing this. I'm going into my third season, but my first year I noticed it big time, is I had zero confidence in my pricing. I had zero confidence in my ability to do a lot of different things. And so when I gave a customer a price, I would always reluctantly give them a price. And 9 times out of 10, I was lowballing myself. And some of the times, you know, the customers would jump on that price. Some of the times the customers would say, "Hey man, I don't think you're charging enough. I think I really want you to cut my grass, but I think you need to be charging this instead of that. I think you're leaving money on the table." Occasionally, you do have the customer that'll be honest with you and tell you you're not charging enough. But and then you got times where you're just gonna have customers balk at your price, like, "Man, are you out of your mind?" But the thing about that is, man, it doesn't matter what you do. You could go to Walmart and see a stick of, or a pack of bubble gum on the shelf, and think that that thing's only worth 25 cents, but yet they've got a $4 price tag on it. That's their pricing, man, and they're confident in their price. They know what goes into that price. They know what goes into that price. Just like you need to know what goes into your price. And there's several things that can build confidence, you know. For one, you need experience. You need to get out here and you need to screw up a few times to know I'm not charging enough. You need some experience under your belt to be able to do a good job. And that way, when you do run into a certain situation, you can pull out something to quickly resolve that problem or that issue. And for me, you know, when I first started, I wasn't that great at trimming bushes. And I was good at cutting grass. I was good at weed eating and edging, and pruning trees and cleaning up leaves and things like that. But I wasn't that great at trimming bushes. And I couldn't give the bushes that really tight look that we all desire to have on our bushes. And but over time I got better, and now most of the people that get service from me will tell you that there's not a better service provider in our area. A lot of my customers will tell you that, and I don't necessarily think that's the truth. I think I'm just as good as anybody else. I'm better than most, but I'm just as good as the best guys out there, and that's the way I look at my services. I don't think I'm better than them, but I think I'm just as good. And so I'm confident in my pricing on that. And another thing that makes you confident in your pricing is you have to know your numbers. There's a lot of things that go into your numbers. You need to know how much you need to charge per hour. And when I say per hour, I'm talking about per man hour. And you know, if you've got employees, you've got to be able to pay them. You've got to be able to pay insurance. You've got all your overhead, you know, fuel costs, taxes, everything. And you need to know how much you want to make and how much your business has to have after all the overhead. So you need to know your numbers. You need to know how long it's going to take you to do a certain job, and you need to be good at those jobs. But all that will make you confident in everything you do. But the next thing is just kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, you know. You need to be able to do a good job. You need to know how to do what you're doing. And you just got to be able to get out there and kick tail and do a good job at everything you do. If for some reason you have a service in your business and you're not that good at that service, you need to do one of two things. You need to either drop that service, stop doing it, or you need to get better at it. If you don't have time to work on that service to get better at it, you need to drop it until you do have time to get better at it. Like, say, sod installation, for instance, you know. Everybody's not good at putting down sod. I'm not that great at it. I'm decent. I can do small sod jobs, but as far as doing a big job, that's not something I can do. And there's different things, you know. You got weed and fertilizer, you got irrigation, you got just different landscape and hardscape and installs, you know. But whatever it is whatever service you're providing and whatever services you offer, you need to be top notch at those services. And like I said, that goes hand in hand. You need to know that you're the best at what you do, or one of the best at what you do. That way you can have confidence in your pricing. And but yeah, man, don't ever be scared to charge a customer a certain amount. You know, I know my numbers like the back of my hand. I go over my numbers pretty regularly, and I go through everything at the end of the year to see if I need to go up on anything or not. And but when I do go up on something, I go up across the board. I don't charge. I know a lot of guys are guilty of it, and I think it comes back to bite them a lot. They'll wait 2 or 3 years to go up on a price, and then when they do, they'll go up $10, $15, $20 per service. And if you ask me, that's not the way to do it. I think you need to look at your business, look at your gross profit and your margins, see what you made, see if you need to be more profitable, see if you need to charge more. But before you see if you need to charge more, you need to look at the economy as well. And especially in your local area, you know, are things in your area going up? Is gas prices going up? Are food costs going up? Are material costs going up? All of that. You need to keep an eye on all of that. And I don't normally change my prices throughout the year unless something needs a major overhaul. I've only done that once, and I really don't like doing that because it's just not a good way to run your business. But I do mine at the end of every year, and I shoot everybody a text the first week in January and let them know if their prices are going up or if they're staying the same. And sometimes it's across the board. I know my very first year I did it, it was across the board. I had to go up a certain percentage across the board. And this year I went up a certain percentage on just a handful of customers. It wasn't many of them. And but the way I do it is I look at my stuff every single year, and if I need to go up 1%, I go up 1%. If I need to go up 15%, I go up 15%. That's the way I do it. You can't just wait 2 or 3 years and decide to go up 15, 20 bucks, because that's like going to the gas station when your gas was $3 a gallon one day, and then you come back the very next day and you got to fill your truck up, and all of a sudden it's $5 a gallon. It makes a big difference. And it's the same way with service charges, guys. So imagine putting a frog in a boiling pot of water. That frog does not realize he is being boiled until he is boiled. And it's the same way with people, you know. It's a lot easier to go up 1 or 2% and stay profitable every year than it is to go up 10, 15, 20 bucks per service every 2 or 3 years and give that client a shock like that. And people just don't like to hear that, man. But so keep an eye on your numbers, know your numbers, stay confident, and you need to build confidence. But yeah, man, I wanted to go over that. I know I had a buddy of mine, been doing this about 15 years, facing an issue the other day with a potential customer. He didn't pick that customer up, but he said the old man almost got to a point where he was ready to fight him because of the price that he gave him. And which the guy, my buddy, he is expensive. He's one of the most expensive in our area, but he does a very good job at everything he does, and he does top-notch service, and he has top-notch employees, and he's made a very good name for himself in this area. But yeah, all that. Ain't got a whole lot going on, you know. I've got 5 on the list tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them done or not. I want to. You know, I need to, because I'm going to be out of town next weekend. I'm going to be in Myrtle Beach next weekend for a volleyball tournament. But, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to man up and get these 5 properties done tomorrow. Which, all I'm going to do is run them over with the mower, just to give them that fresh look, that crispy look. But, yeah, my weight loss journey is going well, except for right now. I can't work out, I can't run, can't do anything, you know. All I can do is just eat like I'm supposed to. But my goal for the month of January was to get down to, I think January 2nd I was 214. And my goal for the end of January was to get down to 200. So I wanted to lose 14 pounds in the month of January. Well, I actually lost 15. I'm at 199. And so I did good for January with my weight loss journey. And my goal for February is just to keep losing weight. I'm not going to set a certain number for myself. I'm just going to keep just keep pushing, you know. As soon as I get better, I'm gonna hit the workout routine hard again. And I'm still on my diet, still drinking my protein shakes, and doing good with that. But we cheat a little bit on the weekends, but that's because we really ain't got much of a choice, man. We're out of town every weekend, and the places we go, there's not very many options to choose from as far as health food goes. But hey, I'm hoping I can lose 5, maybe 10 pounds in the month of February, but I'll be happy with 5. But yeah, man, 2024, it's off to a good start other than COVID. And I've already picked up my first new customer for the year. And the growing season is right around the corner. Hope y'all are ready. Hope y'all got all your equipment tuned up and maintenance like it should be. All your blades sharpened, belts checked out and switched out, and all your fluids changed out, all that good stuff, man. I hope y'all are ready to rock and roll, because it's about to hit us like a freight train. Got 1 more month in my area. But I know some of y'all are plowing snow right now. I wish we had that in our area, but that's just something we don't have that option down here, unfortunately. But anyway, man, I've rambled on enough about nothing for the past 20 or 30 minutes, so I'm gonna hop off here. I'll let y'all get back to y'all's day, man. But hope y'all have a good rest of the week and into the weekend, and hope y'all have killed it already so far. But till the next one, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Holla at y'all. Bye.